In this lecture, we'll create a score manager class to properly update our score on our UI, increasing our score by 100 every time we pick up a coin. As a reminder, we already have most of the foundation to do this set up. We're already picking up a coin and we're debug.logging add 100 points in our coin class every time we run over a coin. So I'd like to introduce the majority of this lecture as a challenge all on its own. Your challenge, should you choose to accept it, dun 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 dun, is to create an entire score manager class all on your own. Create a Text Mesh Pro text element on a screen space overlay canvas, create a score manager class, and in that score manager class, also in the coin, you'll have to create the entire logic on your own to increase our score by 100 each time a coin is attained and update our score on our UI. This is a pretty multifaceted challenge. It's probably going to take you more than a couple seconds to complete, but it's not introducing any sort of new logic that we haven't already done at least once or twice before. As a reminder, it'll look something like this when it's all said and done. Every single time you pick up a coin, it'll update your score by 100 and display it on the canvas somewhere. This is the type of challenge that I would really recommend trying on your own. If you don't really feel like you can accomplish it without watching me first do it, well then go ahead and do that. Finish this video, take your hands off the keys, off the keyboard, watch me do it and watch me implement it, and then give it your best shot afterwards completely all on your own after you've seen the solution. So pause the video, give it an honest effort, and I'll see you back here shortly and we'll go through my solution together. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and create our UI canvas first. In our hierarchy, I'm going to go ahead and click this little plus icon, UI, and find our canvas. Once we create a canvas, it will automatically also create this event system. I don't think we're really going to need it for anything. It's largely created to help control UI sort of elements. But instead of deleting it, we can just leave it in our hierarchy for now in case you need it later. On our canvas, this render mode is already set to screen space overlay. Great. We just want to change our canvas scalar from constant pixel size to scale with screen size. And I'm going to change my reference resolution to 1920 by 1080. On this canvas, I need to create a Text Mesh Pro text element. So I'm going to right click, create, find UI, and a Text Mesh Pro element. We haven't used TMP in this project yet, so I'll go ahead and import all of the TMP essentials, and I'll go ahead and also import the TMP examples and extras just to give us a few extra options. Once that's compiled, I'll go ahead and close this window, give us some placeholder text for now, 0, 0, 0, and one more 0 for good measure, increase my font size to something readable, probably something like 78, and pick a font that makes sense. I think something like Oswald Bold for now. Let's go with Roboto. Don't need to be too privy. And just go ahead and anchor that in my top right. I think I'd like to put my time in my top left and my score in my top right. Yeah, and I think once our game view is blown up, this size proportion looks about right. Let's go ahead and create a new script called Score Manager. So we could probably just put this right here for now. I'll just go ahead and create a new folder called Managers. Inside of our Managers folder, I'll go ahead and create that Score Manager class as a new monobehavior script. So Score Manager, perfect. And we need something to attach this Score Manager class to. So plus create empty, I'll create a Score Manager empty game object, slap on this as a component, and open up this Score Manager class in VS Code. Let's go ahead and start from the top. We'll need a reference to our TMP text. Let's go ahead and grab that. We'll just grab the TMP underscore text. That will import the TM Pro namespace. We can just go ahead and call this score text. And we'll make sure we assign that once we get back to Unity. We'll need to initialize some sort of int. We'll just call that score and set it to 0 as we start the game. All we need for now in this class is just a public function that we can call from other classes. I'll just call it increase score. You could probably call it something like modify score if you'd like, but we're never actually decreasing the score. So I'll just call it increase score, and we'll pass through an integer as a parameter, and we can just call that amount. Inside here, we can just take score plus equals amount to just take score and add amount to it. Lastly, we just need to take our score text.text and set that equal to score.toString. Nothing we haven't done before. Let's just go ahead and call this increase score method in our coin when we pick up a coin. So we're just going to need a reference to Score Manager. Let's just grab this reference. We'll call it Score Manager. And for now, once again, just kind of squinting my eyes and looking away, even though I don't really like doing this. It hurts to type it. It hurts to type it, everyone. Let's just grab Score Manager equal to find first object by type. The pain. Well, why does that actually hurt so much? We did the same sort of thing in our apple, except we're not actually spawning an apple as frequently. We're actually spawning quite a few coins. Some of our chunks are spawning upwards of 5 coins per chunk, and we're spawning a lot of chunks. We're going to go ahead and solve this in a more eloquent way in the next lecture. But for now, let's just get our score up and running using what we know. Now, instead of debug.log add 100 points, let's just go into score manager dot, what did we call it? Increase score, and then pass through 100. However, to avoid a magic number, let's just create one more serialized field as an integer that we can modify. So int, let's just call this score amount and set this equal to 100. And we'll go ahead and replace this 100 down below when we call increase score. Well, that was quite a mouthful. I think we went through all of that pretty quickly, but it's something we really haven't done several times before. Let's go hop back into Unity and give that a whirl. On our score manager, we just need to drag this TMP text element in. I think we can actually go ahead and rename that. Let's just rename it to score text. And there we go. Let's go ahead and press play, give it a whirl. It looks like we immediately picked up an apple, and let's just try to pick up a few coins. Great. Every single time we pick up a coin, we are increasing our score by 100. Give yourself a hearty pat on the back if you completed that challenge all on your own. When you're ready to move on, I'll see you on the next one.